imagine Australia without a koala, or Australia without a kangaroo, or an emu, or even some of our creepy crawlies and our snakes. The Society was formed in 1909 by a group of bushwalkers who were concerned about our natural habitat being stripped by collectors.
The core aim is to conserve Australia's native flora and fauna, to protect for future sustainability.
About 10 years ago we discovered the Great Barrier Reef was only fully protected on 7% of the whole area. So we formed a coalition that we would all ask for the same thing. So we agreed that we would ask 50% full protection. We didn't expect to get 50%. What we actually got was a third. 33% of the Great Barrier Reef is now totally protected. And that's where the power is in the conservation movement at the moment. All joined together, all singing the same tune, we do have a chance of succeeding. Research is very important because the kids that are studying science at the moment and anything to do with Australian wildlife are the ones that are going to inherit our wildlife.
I'm a Master of Bioscience student studying here at the University of Melbourne. I'm researching the effects of species interactions on the highly infectious frog disease, chytrid fungus, with part of my research being graciously funded by the Australian Wildlife Society.
I'm a PhD student at UNSW Sydney, and the Australian Wildlife Society graciously funded me a grant in order to complete part of my PhD research in the Blue Mountains, looking at the response of birds to urbanization. Without them, part of my PhD would not have been possible.
I'm working as a PhD researcher studying native bees, and I'm also a wildlife journalist.
I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Queensland studying platypus populations in southeast Queensland. I also head the Queensland Alliance for Platypus with the campaign to ban enclosed jabby traps. They are death traps for our aquatic wildlife like platypus and ricali. The Australian Wildlife Society has supported this campaign through financial aid and promotion within their networks. This has helped educate the community and helped target government, retailers and the consumers to think about the issue and make the necessary changes.
All of us have a role to play in the conservation of Australia's wildlife.
Australian wildlife conservation is imperative to our environment, values our collaborative partnerships and contributes to sustainability.
Australian wildlife conservation is fulfilling, important and part of who I am.
It's rewarding, hopeful and diverse.
It's about passion, community and the connections. We must keep that connection to make the changes.
Everyone probably sits at home thinking, what can I do? I'm only a single person, but all these single people can make a big difference on a big scale.